In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some of the best motion offenses that you can use with your team. And this is not going to be a basic offense either. This is going to be a little bit more advanced than the basic pass and cut and pass and screen away that most coaches use. And you can also get that same 5-out pass and cut in my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below. So if you really do like the 5-out offense, definitely go get that book. However, if you like me writing on the screen, the app is called Playbook. The link is down in the description too. So let's get down. Let's check out some of these plays. So this first play is a 5-out play. The only thing that I should say though is this play works extremely well if you have a slightly bigger point guard. So whether you've got a center who can potentially play point, or if you just have a taller point guard than what most other teams have, this play is very, very good. We're going to do a quick pass to player 4. 4 is then going to quickly pass to player 2. Once this pass is off, player 1 is going to then go down into the low post, and he's going to be posting up. Player 2 is going to look to pass the ball into player 1, and when that happens, this is the very important part. Weak side player cuts first. We're going to look to hit player 5 with the pass. If he is not open, he is going to clear out, and player 3 is going to lift. After this, player 4 is going to then cut to the basket. If he is open, player 1 can dump the ball off to player 4. If player 4 is not open, player 3 needs to sprint all the way over to this wing. Player 5 is going to lift up to the point, and player 4 is going to clear out towards that wing. When all of this happens, we're going to look to try and get that pass to player 3. After player 3 gets that pass, 1 is going to then clear out to the opposite side, and we are going to swing this ball around to player 1. So while we swing this ball over to player 1, player 5 is then going to cut after he makes his pass. We're going to look to get that ball into player 5, and again, weak side cuts. If he's not open, he fills out, player 2 lifts. After these guys fill out, player 4 then cuts. Player 2 sprints around. Player 3 then lifts up to the point. Player 4 then clears out to the wing. Then now we can run that play all over again to the opposite side. The nice thing with this play is there is an imaginary line down the middle of this key, and if you are going up against a man or a zone off or defense, passing this imaginary line multiple times in the same possession is going to be throwing off the other team's defense like crazy. Getting that ball into the paint and then kicking it back out and swinging it to the other side of the court is just an absolute disaster for the defense, and it's going to allow you to score so many points. Now this is a cool 4-out motion that you can run, and we're going to then have, for example, player 2, he's going to pass into player 5. After he makes that pass, player 2 is going to cut, player 1 is going to cut. After they cut to the basket, player 3 and 4 are going to lift up to the wings. Now this is where it can get very interesting, because now player 2 and 1 fill out. Player 5 can make that pass. After he makes that pass, he could run this as a set offense and run that screen and roll. That's an option. Have him roll off, hit him, easy layup, right? However, if instead we want to run this as a motion offense, player 5 will then set that off screen for player 4. Player 4 will cut. If he's open, you'll hit him. If not, player 5 is going to fill out to this spot. He could be open for a 3-point shot as well. Player 4 is then going to pop back up to the post. Player 3 can pass that ball into player 4. Again, both of these guys cut. These guys lift up. After they fill out, while they're lifting up, player 4 can pass out. Let's say he passes out to this side this time. Again, he could set that screen, turn it into a set play, or set the off-ball screen. Player 2 cuts. Player 2 pops out. We can pass to player 4. We can pass to player 2. Player 2 gets in the high post. We look to have that entry pass one more time into player 2. We cut. We lift. And the play continues over and over and over again. Now, I have had a coach say that this next play is a set play that's just back-to-back with another set play that sets up another set play, and it's just continuous motion between set plays. I disagree, but I really like this play, so I wanted to share it with you. Basically, we'll call a player. Let's say this is Bob. We'll call for Bob. Bob is going to use player 5 and 4 as a staggered screen. This is a horns motion. and player 2 is going to fill out to the opposite side. If player 3 is open, you can pass him for the 3 or he can attack on that side. We can do a skip pass over to player 2. He can attack or shoot. We can pass into the post, and there's different options that we have out of that. If we say run it again, or we just, let's say nobody's open, he clears out. Player 2 then uses player 5 and 4 as a screen once again. Eventually, players 3 and 2's defenders are just going to be running out of energy. They're going to stop running, and we're eventually going to get an open shot. However, if we pass to player 2, player 5 is going to set that screen, and player 1 is going to then cut. Player 1 cuts. He could be open for that pass. If not, we're then going to have player 1 fill out, player 2, and we're going to run that play once again. Player 1 fills out, he cuts over to the opposite side, 3 uses 4 and 5 as a screen. If instead we pass over to player 1, again, same thing. Player 4 is going to set that screen, player 2 is going to be cutting. We're going to be looking to pass player 2 the ball for that shot. If not, he's going to clear out to this side. We're going to have then player 3 sprint over, get that ball back up top. We can call it again. Now, yes, I understand this is a set play. However, as you can see with the different player rotations, this does resemble a motion offense as well. However, you can disagree with me. That's totally fine. I would also probably say this is not necessarily a motion offense. However, I've set it up to be basically like a motion offense. Next is a weave, and I really like this because now with the weave, you can run this in crunch time. After that screen, player 1 is going to roll off. Player 5 could hit player 1. He could take the shot himself. There's options available for him. He's going to come over to player 4, set that dribble handoff with player 4. Player 1 is going to then clear out. Player 3 is going to lift. Player 5 is going to roll off. After he rolls off, player 4 is going to dribble up towards the middle. He could hit player 5, or he can come together with player 3 and do another dribble handoff. 5 is going to clear. 2 is going to lift. We're going to do that dribble handoff. Player 4 is going to roll. Player 3 is going to dribble towards the middle yet again. Player 2 comes towards him. Dribble handoff. 4 clears out. 1 lifts up. It's very simple. It's very easy. And you can run a lot of different options off of this. I also like that weave offense when it comes to crunch time. When it comes to like 2 minutes left, you're up by 3 points, and you just want to try and get the best shot possible and also waste a little bit of time as well. This is a fantastic play to be able to run. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense. And if you want to be able to stop a lot of different motion offenses, make sure to go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book that is down in the description below as well. And I'll see you guys again in my next video.